models. The first part is what we call the how models, which are all about how a candidate actually completes an assessment. So imagine you're observing a candidate through a one-way mirror and you can see them pacing around the room, or you can see them sweating or nervous, or you can see them just calmly going through it. That's just one aspect. Or imagine you're looking at someone do a financial model and you're standing over their shoulder and you can see how they're using Google Sheets or Excel. You can see how proficient they are. You don't know yet whether their numbers are correct, but you can see, okay, they're using advanced functions, they know what they're doing, they're going through it kind of at the right pace, with the right amount of caution. And
not searching around everywhere else.
That's right. So
copying and pasting.
Yeah, and you know what? This is what expert hirers do. You know, sometimes for very technical roles, the first few interviews of some of the big companies are technical interviews with a non-technical hiring manager or recruiter. And they're kind of expert lie detectors, or they're really good at actually predicting, okay, through body language and all other signals. Again, so we're tracking all these signals, humans track thousands of signals, and then making a decision based on that.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go too much into it, but I do want to point out that what I described there is the how models, which is one part of the three parts of our model.
Okay.
The second part is the what models, and once we have enough examples of correct and incorrect answers, we're actually also looking at what was answered. So using that financial modelling example, the first part looking at how the candidate went about answering. The second part of it is we're actually looking at are the numbers correct.
Okay.
And then the third part of it is what we call our preferences model, and that's where we're learning from the employer. And so what we're learning there is what an employer prefers. So we will learn that a specific employer for a certain type of role might prefer candidates who have short, succinct answers to long-winded answers. You know, we may figure out that for this particular role, that employer is much more sensitive to spelling and grammar mistakes than for other companies and other roles. So what ends up happening is if you have the exact same candidates complete the exact same assessment in exactly the same way, each employer is going to have a different ranking because we're taking into account their own preferences, which is, I guess, the way you can also look at culture and what that, every employer ends up with a very unique, bespoke machine learning models to rank and grade candidates, and we have them for every single role they hire from.
And that's so cool because we do get a lot of questions about, but how is your general machine learning and AI model going to be applicable to my business and my people and my candidates? And they get a bit nervous about it. So it's really great to know that they can still have a bit of influence on it being unique to what is going to be most suitable to their business as well, which is really exciting.
Yeah.